I want to meet you. I want to meet the you inside of you. The you inside of you that will not be denied. The overlooked you, the disrespected you.
Cool part about it is I know some folks have voiced their concerns and they're like they don't want him to go and everything. I'm like, no, this is part of his journey now. God provided us space and opportunity to make things right between us before he moves on and does great things in his life. So I look forward to seeing the continued growth and development for him and all that he's got coming up. And people keep saying, well, what is that? What are you going to do? Cool part about me is I'm looking to continue to grow as well. Whether it be, I've had folks make jokes or make fun of me about my painting and everything like that. But I'll be honest with you, through the painting, it's provided me some peace and just appreciation for peace and space, that's provided for it all. So I look forward to just continue to learn and grow and become a lover of learning. Between the motivational and inspirational videos we find on YouTube, just to some of the people I've learned and found appreciation and following, to I think the team of friends that I built with Ben Cherry and Richard Wilford, and then you find out who are those real friends that are for you, like Daniel Moore and Andy Pitt, those that Tamika Chehota, another person that like constantly called and checked on us every step along the way. I think I was in a situation financially, and before I never even asked her for anything. I just brought it up, and she just like, "What's your cash app? Do you have quick pay?" And sent me something. A good friend of mine, Kim, called and checked on me every step of the way. Then you have those individuals that I call them the sisters with wigs, Yavonia Coleman and Cynthia Spencer. Those are the ones that prayed for us and checked on us along the way. My mom and my sister, my nieces, Kiana and Kira, they're constant checking on us and everything. But yeah, so with all those individuals that looked out for us, we just want to thank you. I guess this is our last episode, huh? Sure. From looks up, this is our last episode. We've reached that point where it's like, as far as storytelling, everything else is just moments in time for us. So I want to thank you all for watching, and we hope that through our storytelling that you can find the solace or just the importance of relationships with those that are around you, and always seek for resolve when it comes down to situations of conflict between you and the loved ones or those that mean the most to you. For those parents, I'll say this, I'm a firm believer now, most definitely, that no matter what things you may be going through with your child, or how bad things may seem to be, the ultimate thing is you still have to provide them room to fail. And you have to provide them space, the space that you needed when you were their age. There was a lot that I can honestly say I wasn't equipped with, but as time goes on, that becomes an excuse. As long as you got your mind and a relationship with God, you still have to move forward and make the best out of every situation that's thrown your way. So there's no writing your kid off and saying, well, it is what it is, and just, it's like, no, you still got to keep pressing forward. It was one time I was like really frustrated, and this was when Xavier was smoking weed, and it was a situation where like, I'm like, man, I want better for him, but he's got to want it for himself. My whole thing was almost the same message that was instilled in me as a kid was, once you turn a certain age, you don't follow my rules, you can leave. And the reality of it is that's not how it works in the real world. The real world says this: you're my responsibility, here it is. I still have to see you through, even though we may not see eye to eye. So the thing was, I had to appeal to his sense of rationale, just to show him, man, that, you know, like, you know, even if he didn't care for himself in that moment, it was still bigger. This moment is still bigger than him. So the whole thing is to appeal to a sense of rationale, and just, and the same way God works with us, you have to be willing to work with your children as well. My biggest takeaway from it all is the fact that I love my kids, and I move mountains to be with them and do anything for them. This move was, now I see now, was bigger than just me getting a job or me moving across country for just the sake of doing it. But a lot of it came down to just us and our relationship, finding ourselves. All right, I got one story I'm gonna tell, and this was when Xavier was about 12 years old. I would always tell him the night before, take your shower. And I don't remember where we were going. I think it was church or something like that. So this dude waited, didn't take his shower the night of. Get him up the next morning and said, hey, did you take your shower? He woke up late, and he was like, no, I gotta take a shower. I said, all right, cool. So what I said I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna wait till he gets in the shower, and I'm gonna count. He's in the shower good, and I was like, all right, now's about enough time. I come busting in the bathroom, and I get in the shower with him. And he's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? And I was like, hey man, this is what happens when you mess up my time. Now we gotta take a shower together.
In that moment, what happened? The soap fell? And I remember he looked, he was like, so what you gonna do? And I was skilled enough to get it with my foot. Picked it all the way up. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, that's my story to share.
Angels in the... That's Brent. But go ahead.
So we had actually, I'm back in Indiana, and there was one time that I'm sitting there, and Xavier needed a ride to work. And I took him to work, and we're sitting there, and I was trying to understand, like, why was he still sitting in the car? And we get to talking and everything, and I don't even really remember what the conversation was about. I think it was about just like what he wanted to do in life, and how, you know, things were going to come together for him. And I remember sitting there, and I look over, and Xavier was crying. And we actually, I think that was a precursor of us going to Huntsville. Yeah. And it was a thing where he hated his job. And yeah, it was a lot that was going on in him. And it was like, in that moment, I saw myself as a young man, you know, having those same emotions and everything like that. And feeling the same way, but just not having someone to talk to. And through that conversation, that's actually what led to us going to Huntsville. We had a good time, a real good time in Huntsville. Oh yeah, oh yeah. And we were able to connect with a bunch of family and friends we hadn't seen in years, and Caleb and all them. But yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure that I shared that story, because that was the precursor to us actually being able to go from, you know, not really talking to us having a real conversation. It was so funny because I will never forget, you were like, I don't want to go. I hate this job. Right. And I was like, yeah, but you gotta work it until you find something better.
That was the only job I quit and just didn't care about having another job.
I'm old school. I'm like, if you're gonna, I don't care how much you hate it, if you're gonna leave it, make sure you got something to replace it.
That was true, but at the same time, it was like we were leaving in like 2 weeks. So I was like, you know what? I don't even care. I don't like this job. I don't want to come back. I don't want to come back.
Yeah, it's fun times.
I went in. Hey, yeah. I was already like an hour into my lunch. It was like 30 minutes anyway. I was like, yeah, I bet you know this by now, but I quit. And then just walked out.
Did you?
Yeah. And I just drove home.
That's dope.
I couldn't do it. So a couple pieces of advice. Be confident in what you do. Keep faith in what you believe in. And make sure you have at least 1 to 2 people in your corner that just hope you're okay and want the best for you.
So, the bit of advice that I would give, first starting out to any parent out there that is going through any similar situation, whether it comes down to the relationship aspect and choosing those that you're going to have around your kids, I would say, take a long time to really get to know the individual that you're with. Make sure that, you are sure in who you are and they are who they say they are. And then look and see if now's the right time to be in a relationship. For those that are unsure about who they are, or just that time for personal development and everything like that, or take the necessary time out in between relationships and really explore therapy, explore just growth, and just make sure that you're ready to take those jumps. For young people that are having a hard time with the relationship with them and their parent, one of the things I would say is, it's going to be hard. That sounds a lot easier said than done, but recognize that nothing good comes from easy work. So taking the necessary time just to truly put in the work to become who you want to be. Recognize that your parents are human, and that the fact is, they're not perfect either. Even though sometimes they may put up airs like they are, you'll find out that they're as scared as you are. That's all I got.
Take off your shirt.
Shut up. You stupid.
A-double-E-S-O-M-E. I want to meet you. I want to meet the you inside of you. The you inside of you that will not be denied. The overlooked you, the disrespected you. The you inside of you, the overcomer you, the refuse to quit you.
All right, welcome back to Finding Us 7600. I'm Damian Smith.
I'm Xavier.
You have to speak up.
Yeah, you. You're fearfully and wonderfully made. God makes no mistakes. You're awesome. Yeah, I'm talking to you. You're awesome. I want to talk to you that woke up in the morning to get at you. The you inside of you that believes that anything less than awesome is an insult to our Creator. The world needs you to be awesome. The enemy needs to know that you are awesome. I want to talk to you because you need to be awesome. Yeah.
Be awesome.
So pull back the curtain.
You're awesome.
Hello, world.
Be awesome.
Repeat after me. It's me unapologetically. Cause I'm awesome. He woke me up this morning. Started me on my way.
Be awesome.
Be awesome.
Woo.
Look in the mirror, what did I see? My great God keeps blessing me.
So awesome.
I'm awesome. Awesome, 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 awesome.
And you're nothing less
You're awesome.
than awesome.
You're awesome. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome.